Hello, everyone. My name is Jun Lee. I'm your instructor for economic statistics. Welcome to the class. Today, we are going to talk about the housekeeping stuff like a syllabus and what would be my plan for the, this semester, etc. So let me share my syllabus first. Um, I'm gonna post this syllabus on Blackboard, and most of the time we're gonna communicate using it and also using your email. So make sure you guys are looking at. Yeah, the reason why I'm looking at this way is I have a two monitors to try to find um, the appropriate folder. Okay, so you guys probably see my syllabus. So this is economic statistics Econ 320 for spring 2021. This course would be fully online. That means I'm gonna record my lecture and you guys can watch it anytime. The most obvious reason for this is because many of students who are like international students are probably they are staying at home, like their own country, so they cannot attend the meeting, whatever time we're gonna have. So I decided to choose this one. Um, Last semester, I actually taught fully online. Students were very satisfied because the most beneficial thing for you is, if you miss something like a lecture, you can you never gonna miss any lecture, so you can repeat as much as you can, and also, sometimes students were very helpful and they appreciate it because especially before like a midterm or for term project, they want to review something I already went over, but this record helped them a lot. So, but I'm always available, so feel free to email me if you have any question, or we can set up a phone call or Zoom meeting. So I'm always available. So even if this course is online, it doesn't mean you cannot touch with me. So you can always feel free to contact me and we can talk anything. So here is the Zoom link for my office hour. I don't have any formal office hour because as I said, like the time difference are different based on the students. So I tend not to set up office hour, but you can shoot an email and if you need any office hour, we can definitely set up just one-on-one meeting. So I'm just want to say I'm available. So this course is on introduction to statistic technique used in economic analysis. I like this course. I mean, this is one of my favorite economic course. The reason is, so far you guys probably have taken Econ 110 or 111 or even Econ 300 or some other economic courses. So far you guys have learned theories, right? So for example, if demand increase for certain good, the price increase and, etc. I mean, those kinds of things you have learned, or what if a supply increase and price decrease, etc. So, or if you took the microeconomic and if money supply increase, what happens in the interest rate, etc., etc. But those things are something like a directional study. So you know the theory, and if something happen, you know what's going to happen, but you don't know how much it will happen or whether that happens in the real life or not. You never know because that is purely theory. So, I mean, theory is very important because it gives us the foundation and what should we expect for certain things. But economic statistics, especially this course, is aimed to give you some tool for you that you can use. Okay, if I have a certain data and if I want to test something out, and what's going to happen? I mean, do I see the same reaction as the theory, or do I see something different, etc. So when you see like professors who publish many papers, they always based on their empirical data set, and they test out theory or they try to find empirically and document. For example, somebody said coffee is good or some said not, so they actually test it out whether it's good or not, depending on some aspects. So those kinds of things can be proved using data analysis. And for those who are about to graduate, if you are looking for a job, you can use the things we have learned during this course. So actually, I mean, this is my fourth semester, so it's my second year of teaching this course, and I realize many students get benefits a lot and a lot, especially students like this course because I tend not to focus on too much on exam or homework, but I focus on practical things for your life. I mean, for your job later, say because I'm gonna teach you some couple of tools that are very useful. I mean, to give you some story, I mean, I used to work at New York State and federal governments, and I was an intern and I did lots of programming, etc. So those skills that I'm gonna teach in this course are very useful, especially when you are looking for a job related to the data analysis or research, or if you are even go to the graduate school, things you're gonna learn this course would be really helpful. So if I want to go back to my undergraduate, I would actually definitely focus on this economic statistic and econometrics a lot, because those are the things that I got most beneficial out of it. But at the time, I didn't know like how important those courses, so I basically underestimated. But since you guys are still undergraduate, so I highly recommend you to spend some time on this. So I'm gonna help you to be success in this course. So always, if you have any concern or question, don't hesitate to contact me. Okay. So these there are some prerequisites, and so I got to put it anyway this in the syllabus, so you guys can look at what are the syllabus. I mean prerequisites. So econ 110 on 111 and or mathematics course. I guess most of you probably have taken this course already, so I'm not really worried about that. And since due to COVID, so I will use a black folder system most of the time, and your school email. So make sure you guys checking my email. I'm regularly send out many bunch of stuff or emails in your urban email. So make sure you're checking that. So I'm gonna post the homeworks and exam on Blackboard. So make sure you guys can access it, check it regularly. Okay. So it's gonna be out of 100%. So there will be two exam, 20% each. So exam is only 40%. So not a big deal, right? So don't get stressed out about exam. And one of the other reason why I put lower weight for the exam is, I mean, since this is online and you're gonna take the online exam, I saw like students who cheat, past the semesters, but don't do that. I mean, I tend to give you a generous grade on the exam, if, as long as you follow the class. But cheating is very serious. I mean, not only for this course, but for your life in general. If you tend to cheat, that would affect a lot of things. I mean, for example, if you cheat, this exam, and you probably think, oh yeah, I like cheating, and you might cheat on other course, and even if you're not caught, and maybe you can go job or something, you tend to cheat or everything, so that would ruin your life. So just try your best. I will try to help you to understand. So exam would be open book and open note, but do not communicate with anyone. I mean, I have a way to detect those whether you are cheating or not, but I'm not gonna reveal that. But try not to collaborate with anyone on even with homework or anything. So I'm gonna show you. I mean, there will be two exam. Exam one it would be about. I mean, tentative schedule is on March 15, but it's subject to change depending on our progress or etc. But second exam would be April 19. I'm gonna. So this would be most likely the schedule, but I'm gonna update you on the way. So I will post the exam on Blackboard, and you're gonna have 90 minutes to complete the exam once you start it. So, okay, to avoid the cheating, so you guys all have different questions. So even if you talk with your friends and said, "Oh, I didn't have those question," "Oh, I have this question," like that. So you never cheat, okay? So there will be 10 short take-home exercise, so 1% each. So I'm gonna give you 10 homework, and each one means right after I finish section of chapter, I'm gonna post the exercise. So you're gonna take it, and you have about a week to finish it and submit on Blackboard. So it's gonna be based on pass or not pass or fail. Um, so basically, if you did pretty well, you follow the class material, I tend to give you 1 out of 1. So, but if you feel like, oh, you didn't, study enough, or you missed lots of things, and I just give you not pass 0.5. And if you like basically barely tried or something, but I give you lowest grade 0.2. So that being said, if you submit, your lower bound is 0.2 unless you submit empty sheet or just barely try anything. So I'm trying to give you some grades, so to give you some incentive. So try to submit even if you don't fully understand. Okay, try your best. Okay, so there will be 2 projects in this course. So first is Tableau. I don't know whether you heard about Tableau. That is a visualization system. I talk with Tableau, and this license is really expensive. I think $1,000 per year or something. But as long as you are in the course, you can first download the Tableau from here, and then you follow this step and activate your license using this product key. Do not share this with anyone, okay? Just for your own learning purpose. So this would be available just duration of this course, but after finish it, you can ask for 1 year free trial. So that would be enough time for you to get master Tableau. So I'm gonna post this. I mean, some of the exercise. So there are some useful tools and support. There are a bunch of online videos available. So I highly recommend you to explore, but I'm gonna give you some instruction, maybe around early or end of February or something, or I don't know. So I haven't exactly decided what would be the exact project, but I have something in my mind, but I will share with you later. So that would be 20%. So the reason why I chose Tableau is it's very, very good software. So I used to work at Division of Budget and Office of Mental Health, and it's around New York State, department. So many actually government or even private industries, actually they are using Tableau for visualizations. Well, why you are using that? Because if you have some data set and if you want to share with your customers or your senior managers and what's going on, for example, you are working at the, let's say you are Walmart manager in a near local store. So you have a bunch of data, like people scan it, and you want to show your director that what's going on the sale, so you show visualization that, okay, today's sale was this much, and we tend to have this fraction of this comparing to last month or so. So these are the past 12 months trend, etc. These are very, very useful too. It's very powerful. So you probably don't understand what's going on, but don't worry. I'm going to fill your gap later. Fill the gap later. So do not worry about anything. So second project would be our project. So, by the way, Tableau was something I added on this semester, but because I felt students would get most beneficial out of it, especially, because most undergraduate courses, you really focus on just cramming things, but I want to give you some, practical tools that you can actually use later when you graduate, or when you're looking for a job, or when you're interviewing somebody. They ask like, okay, what kind of software have we used, or etc. You say, oh, Tableau I used, or even R. So you guys probably heard R program before. So that is actually very, very powerful tool. By the way, please go here, download the latest version, or if your computer is like, the system doesn't support it, there are older versions. So please download it. I mean, my computer doesn't, I allowed to install the latest version. So I downloaded the old version. I think I downloaded 2019 February version, because at the time I installed, my computer was outdated. So but I actually upgraded my computer software, so I probably need to install latest version, but it doesn't matter really which version you're looking at. But if you want to download the old version, just Google like a Tableau older version or something. They're gonna give you a bunch of resources. And second project would be using R program. First things first, go to this website. First, download R. So download R first, then download R Studio second. So we're gonna use R Studio. So R Studio is basically after you're using R program. So that is a supplementary for the R program. So I download the R first. From here, then download the R Studio. So same thing. If you don't have like a very latest software, you might download the older version. It doesn't really matter. It's the same. So so I'm gonna post in the data sets and the potential questions in the middle of a semester. So you're gonna have a list of questions you need to answer. So those questions are based on our class materials. So for example, okay, I see relationship between X and Y. How do I visualize it using our program? And okay, what kinds of statistics can I use, etc. Very, very practical. And in the past, the students were very, very satisfied this. So they said they feel like they are learning something out of this Urbani course, because our program probably most of you heard about before or not, but you guys probably wanted to learn, but you never had a chance to learn. So it's a free software. So I highly recommend to focus on this. Some students might say, okay, can I use this data? Of course, you can use it, but this is not free. In your Urbani computer library, you can use this for free, but unless you are having it, I highly recommend you to use our program. And they might ask, okay, can I use other programs? I cannot give you any support. So please try to use R, because if you want to actually learn something, even if you know some other program, but I highly recommend to use R. So because other programs are usually expensive and it's not free, and R is mostly used these days. So I just want to give you some useful tools. So the objective is students to explore actual real life data and apply statistic tools that you guys learn from this course. So you're going to actually use the tools you learned from this course to the project. That being said, okay, this is the guideline. This is the first part of it. So your first exam will cover up to this point, and second would cover up this point. And why I'm jumping, because I want to show what do we find our project to look like. So you're gonna learn some of the linear regression, etc. But I'm not gonna test you out this, but you're gonna use that for your final project. That's why I jumped to this point. But okay, so again, we're gonna use a platform system, and then this is a recommended textbook. I highly recommend it, but if you do not have it, or if you happen to have some other statistic textbook, that is totally fine. I'm gonna provide my own resources as well. So, but if you want to buy, you can buy older edition, like a 10th edition or even 9th edition, if that is cheap. So you don't have to buy 11th edition, but it's up to you. Okay. Usually contents materials are the same. So, this would be really useful textbook, especially if you don't understand something, if you want to fill the gap, definitely recommend it, but it's recommended, not required. And again, you can use any statistic textbook as long as that is undergraduate textbook. Okay, so this is tentative, subject to change. I tend to cover slide 1 through 5, and it's gonna cover a bunch of stuff. And first exam, oh, did I say March 8th? But here, did I say March 15th? Yeah, okay, typo. I don't know, actually, it most likely it's gonna be March 15th, but I'm gonna definitely let you know at least a couple weeks before. So I'm gonna say so 15 for now, but it's already subject to change. Okay. Um, so exam will be cover slide 1 through 5. So we're gonna cover probability in the first week of February, and then first homework would be due just like a 4 days. So you can submit by midnight for on February 5th, and then conditional probability we're gonna cover in the week of February 7th, and then the homework is due 1 week from now. From February 7th, and you're gonna learn measurable location and 1 week, etc., etc. So exam again will cover slide 1 to 5, and then and do not try to get any help from outside. I mean, it result in basically a failing grade, and then potentially it affects your life. So do not. Yeah, I mean, there are advantage and disadvantage of this online course, because I mean, if we meet in person, it's like basically more interactions, right? So that would be nice. But since due to the COVID, we cannot actually do that. Or even if we try to meet in person, someday if COVID cases increase, then we are subject to change to online. So definitely we are high risk. But try not to, take advantage of this online course. Okay. I just want to help you. I'm trying to give you a generous grade. So just getting help wouldn't help you a lot in long run in your life. Okay, so always if you need help, just try to reach out to me. Okay. um Okay, this and second part is from March 14. We're gonna learn normal distribution, sampling distribution, and up to hypothesis testing. So you're gonna have a total of 10 homework. So by and around mid April, you're gonna finish all the homework, and you're gonna mainly focus on your project, etc. I tend to give you the Tableau, this 20% first project, sometime around end of February or something. So that would be due about maybe 2 weeks from the time I give you, like that. So I haven't decided the exact timing yet, because I don't know how much I want to cover for this Tableau, but I'm gonna definitely update you. Don't worry about that. But final project, I tend to give you some lecture like about mid April. So you're gonna have about 2 or 3 weeks to complete this one. So this one again, I'm gonna just update you around early April, and I'm gonna explain more, because this would be mainly focusing on the last few chapters. So you're not gonna we're not gonna learn a lot from. We're not gonna use a lot of material from our first few chapters. So that's why I tend to give you this later. So coming back to our grading, so two exam is only 40%, but the two project like Tableau is a 20, and of our program 30%. This is already 60%. So, and then you're gonna have exercise that is 10%. As long as you follow the class, you can get 10 out of 10. As long as you pass the exercise and you put enough efforts, and then try to study the materials I shared. So, and then the first and then second project, this is something you can spend and learn a lot during this time. So try to put a lot of effort on it. Okay. And again, exam is only 20% each. So, but I'm gonna give you some more updates later. Okay. So, and each week I'm gonna post the slide, respective slide on online, so you can take a look at. And I'm gonna also record some lectures and then post to you. So I said, let's say this is tentative schedule, but I tend to post it at least a few days earlier than this that I intend to, because so that you guys have more time to study. I know first a few weeks are not really busy, because exam would be around the March or something, most of the classes. So trying to spend some time. I mean, students are having hard time. I mean, not hard time. Like I could say, these materials are a little bit hard. So I'm gonna highlight. So slide 2 is a relatively harder concept, and slide 5 is also relatively hard. So, and then I would say hypothesis testing. This is a little bit hard for students. I mean, harder than other one, but the actually things I highlighted are very, very important in general. So especially you are taking econometrics next semester, this is something you definitely need to know for sure. And even if you are not taking econometrics or you are not econ major, definitely this would be useful. You are looking for jobs related to data, or even if you don't use data, but this knowledge of this would definitely help you when you communicate with somebody, from econ backgrounds, or even your managers or supervisors like that. So okay, that is basically the housekeeping materials for this course. But if you guys have any questions, just always reach out to me. I'm available. Okay. So I'm gonna okay, stop videoing this, but and coming back, for the following course materials. Okay. Bye guys.